To experience the scenery and the wildlife of a Louisiana swamp, you need to find a way to go deep into the woods, away from the traffic and commotion of daily life.
Tickfaw State Park near the town of Springfield makes it easy either by paddling or walking. Dave McNamara takes us inside the swamp in the heart of Louisiana.
There is something calming, a little mysterious, or even magical about paddling a kayak through a bayou forest. We quietly float by tall cypress and tupelo trees. Some of them have stood in this swamp for centuries.
We see some of these big trees that never got cut because they were hollow or got passed over for some reason. And you can imagine, that was the forest here.
This forested swamp is tucked away in Tickfaw State Park in southeastern Louisiana. Steve Lawless has helped clear out branches and fallen trees so he can lead kayak tours through the twists and turns of this shallow bayou.
I always say what I see is maybe a minuscule amount of what sees me when we come back in here.
Lawless calls this wetland woods a natural sculpture garden with clusters of cypress knees, trees that have been twisted and bent over time, and a few cypress giants.
Being this close to the tree and, just having a sense of the size of it, it just puts life in perspective in a way. I'm here for this little bit of time, just a splinter of time compared to what this tree has been here.
The bayou and swamp flow into the nearby Tickfaw River. And if you don't have a kayak, the park has elevated boardwalks to keep your feet dry while you hike to the river.
We try to let Mother Nature run its course. We've got approximately roughly 6 miles of elevated boardwalks through the lowlands, as well as other general swampy areas where you can see all the various park life, animals, reptiles.
Tickfaw State Park took a beating from Hurricane Ida nearly 4 years ago. The boardwalks had to be patched and rebuilt and are now open. There is a large fishing pond and pier near the campground. The pond is also home to a few alligators. I spotted some baby gators swimming to mama.
It's nice that people have a chance to see alligators up reasonably close, but that can create challenges when people do what they shouldn't do.
People want to get too close, and the way to get that accomplished with alligators, for example, is through feeding, which is prohibited by state law.
The campground has 30 sites with complete hookups, or you can spend a few nights in one of 14 cabins that stand along the edge of the woods. And you get an idea of the types of wildlife that live in the woods at the park's nature center.
I would say if you love nature, this is the place to come for it.
Tickfaw State Park is a place where you can slow down and travel deep into a swamp and experience the wildlife, the unique shapes and sounds of nature. With the heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara, Fox 8 Local First.
To find out more about exploring Tickfaw State Park or touring it by kayak, go to heartoflouisiana.com.